Hi. There's an old saying or an old test out there with knowing if you're a sensor or an intuitive person. You know, a guy walks into the room with a suit. And what you're most naturally inclined to do instantly when you see him. This is a hard one because I use introverted intuition. So that means, honestly, when I see somebody walk into the room, I'm going to have nothing. Not enough time has gone by. He hasn't opened, or she hasn't opened their mouth. You know, they haven't said anything, they haven't done anything. I've got nothing to go off of. Enough time hasn't gone by. So that would be introverted intuition. Extroverted intuition would be curious, you know, on some level, some form. You know, they would see the person and start to draw, you know, curious, assessments of it, you know. Could be negative, like, oh, you know, there's those people, you know, in those business suits. They're the reason, you know, why we have problems with Wall Street, all of that. Or they could be, you know, curious and drawing conclusions in another way. You know, maybe they're, you know, prospective business person coming into town to, you know, help out the area. You know, but see, there's that common theme where they're curious and drawing informed or assumptions or conclusions from that curiosity about them. An introverted sensing person, you know, would be looking at that person from terms of the past. You know, they'd be looking at, you know, maybe happily smiling to themselves, you know, happy that, you know, some people still wear business suits, you know, some things don't change throughout the year, or, you know, laughing to themselves about how much styles have changed and how much, you know, things have been different throughout the years. And what that means, but their viewpoint would be like from the past to now, you know, making those two, you know, into one. And then if you had extroverted sensing, you'd be, you know, looking at the person, you know, and perhaps, you know, from, because it's current reality, be like, maybe their suit was from Neiman Marcus, and you remember that they have a sale on them. You know, you wonder how good of a deal he got off of the business suit, or remind you that you're in need of a new business suit. The haircut might be like, oh, that's really stylish and looks good, and remind you that you wanted to get a haircut yourself, or might not look right for his face structures, or, you know, different assessments on that. But those are usually your first reactions to seeing someone, and hopefully that'll help you to understand, oh yeah, I see myself doing that, and it'll help you know where you're most dominant, or, you know, within the first two functions where that lies. But that's kind of how you use that assessment when a business person walks into, you know, the room with a business suit. Until later. Bye.